Hi, my name is James Flores. Welcome back to another talking video. Unfortunately, there won't be any organ music in this video today. If you would like to hear organ music, just stop this video and go to another video on my channel. There's plenty that I've done in the past week. Anyway, this video is going to be completely off the cuff. I just wanted to share my thoughts on organ music, organ playing, organists in general. I've just been thinking about a few things this week. It's been on my mind, so I thought I'd just turn it into a video and like to hear your thoughts on whatever I've said in this video. So I was thinking the general public, the general, let's say, church community, or general public, how they perceive the organ and organists. And I think most people consider the organ as just a liturgical instrument. They hear in church, played hymns, and that's it. Of course, people that are watching this know that's not true at all, because there's plenty of organists on YouTube that don't just upload service playing, but they're uploading repertoire and stuff like that. But yeah, the general public just sees the organ as a liturgical instrument, and we can't blame them for that, because it is really an essential instrument in those Christian churches. And most people, I think, it's just my own opinion, organists are really old people, and we're playing dirgy hymns for years, and they are not inspiring the next generation. And to an extent, maybe 10 years ago, that may have been the case, but I don't think that's the case now. I'm not going to say that I've inspired people to learn and play the organ. I would say that I'm just doing what I love. And I guess if people see you're passionate about something and you really enjoy what you're doing, I think they want to give it a go as well. So a lot of the organists I do know are not old. They're actually quite younger than me. And they're actually doing organ at university. And yeah, so the organ isn't just, for the old elderly woman playing the organ on a Sunday morning, really playing hymns really slow. I'm sorry about that assumption, but that's just a perception I believe people think the organ is. And yeah, I just I hope that a lot more of the younger generation of organists record and upload their music online. And that's probably the best way forward into preserving the organ music for future generations. And that's happening right now. And that's thanks to our lovely virus, which started in the end of 2019, 2 years into it, and doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. But the saving grace of that was, look at all the content we can find online now, all the entertainment, all the inspiration. And yeah, that's just absolutely brilliant. What else do I have to talk about? Helpedwork. Helpedwork is virtual organ software. Why do I use Helpedwork? Well, I'm going to answer that question, or answer that thought in my head, with another scenario. So in the past, I had many piano students. Don't really have much time for it now. But if someone is learning an instrument, not necessarily piano or the organ, the parent, assuming they're a child at school, will acquire them an instrument, or have an instrument already at home, and they've decided, okay, kid, you're going to learn the piano. Well, if that piano is in poor condition, how is that going to inspire that child to learn? And yeah, when I started getting into the organ, I think the biggest barrier of getting into organ playing is access to instruments. And if you're learning an instrument, you really have to have something at home or something close by. And for an organ, that's really difficult because the entry to an instrument like that is really expensive compared to an entry level piano or digital piano. It's significantly expensive. That's why a lot of people, build their own setups. And I started that way, building my own setup. But I've changed my mindset and thinking. I would just go with the best thing that you can afford at the time, because you're going to get rid of it anyway. You're going to keep constantly upgrading it. You're going to get frustrated. It's not inspiring to play on plastic keyboards. It's not inspiring to play on a substandard instrument. It doesn't work very well. Imagine if, one of my daughters was started to learn the piano, and I just gave them a cheap toy piano. Well, they're not going to be very inspired, or they quickly get bored of it. If you provide them with the best possible equipment within reason, it's going to be inspiring. And the same thing for the organ. I mean, I built one out of cheap plastic keyboards. I had a pre-built console that was more sturdier than plastic keyboards on custom-made keyboard stands. But yeah, it wasn't satisfying to play. It just didn't feel right. So that's why I really just had to bite the bullet and invest in that thing back there. And it's pretty bare bones for what it is, but running helped work. And everything just works. Everything feels right. And yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that the biggest barrier to entry for any musician is the instrument that they have. If you don't have an instrument that inspires you to play and practice, well, you're not going to enjoy what you do. It's actually going to be detrimental to your learning. So why I use helped work is because, let's face it, it is exceptional software because of the sample sets you can get for it that are real samples of real organs. And the built-in sounds of this Johannes and other major digital organs, they have their own technologies, their own sampling. Some even use real samples as well, but I don't think it's really in comparison to helped work because of the vast library that you can get. You can practice in a massive church with massive acoustics, or you can practice in a small intimate parish setting. So that's the beauty of it. You can practice in both ways. If you're traveling to a cathedral and you're going to practice for that, well, you can do that. You have the full experience. And we need this with the organ, because no two organs are the same. In saying that, no two pianos are the same as well. But with the piano, the dimensions are more or less, they've agreed on a standard, 88 keys. This is how long it has to be. And this is how long each key has to be, the width of each key. Whereas organs, they're completely unique. And, that in terms of the console and accessories, and you've also got, stops, pipes, ranks, and everything like that. So there's so many variables. With helped work, at least you have the ability to choose many different organs to suit your taste and reasoning and use case. Oh, sorry about the kids screaming in the background there. I'm trying to record this while they're probably playing. Yes, so I think that's all I had to say. Yeah, finally, my last word of advice. This is not, advice you should take to heart, but this is just from my own personal experience. I'd like to share it with you because I think it may be helpful. To succeed in something like music, I'm not saying that I've succeeded just yet. It's an ongoing process. We'll never have it all. It's just too vast. It's a continual improvement exercise. But to succeed at something, you have to stick at it longer than anybody else does. You have to stick at it longer than the average person. You have to keep at it. There's so many distractions in the world, social media. That's just one of them. I think that's the main thing. TV, Netflix, whatever. You have to stick at something long enough to see results. Keep going, keep sticking at it. I know and I've seen many people that have tried to pick up an instrument, tried to do something, have all the best of intentions in achieving a goal, but they don't stick at it long enough. Just stick at it a bit longer than you think you can hold on, and you'll see results. That's my word of advice. All right, I think I have talked way too much, and yeah, I just felt that I had to talk about this stuff, get it off my chest, and I hope that it was helpful to hear this. Let me know what you think of what I've just told you. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video. And I do promise it will be some organ playing or some choral music or something like that. All right. See ya. Goodbye.